Let's get it. Whew. All right, another beautiful day. It's cold, but it's a beautiful day. Make my way downtown, and this morning, I was looking back at the one that was moving on Friday, CRNC. It had the NVIDIA collaboration news, and this morning we see another one that's up on some NVIDIA collaboration news, but I don't know if it's going to have the same follow through. It's at $4.82 right now, ARBE. Um, and this is what it's looking like on the charts. It took a big, nice run up from 297 up here to 484. Hit a, or not the 484, hit a high up here at 530, came back down, and the point of control right now is at 473. So we're just looking around today. Of course, it is Monday, start of the week. The one that it is similar to also gapped up after last week at 19 bucks, came up here to 24, and now is headed down. So we got to see what these things want to do. As far as other things that are moving, I didn't really see any catalyst on these, but they are up. RHEFUBO kit is up 47%, and then everything else is like 20% and under. So let's go ahead and look through some of this news. Also, let me get rid of Adonis. That one was from last week, and Nito. Let me check on Nito real quick. See what it's looking like. Not looking great. All right, let's get rid of Nito. So CRNC, that was this news from Friday. Let's go ahead and look into these other ones. ARBE. And I guess we'll start with ARBE. ARBE. ARB Robotics press releases. All right, so ARB collaborates with NVIDIA to enhance radar-based free space mapping AI-driven capabilities. Okay, so let me copy this. That is definitely got some big headlines. I don't know if it's going to be today that it wants to move, but let's read into this because this is similar news to the other one. This is another Tel Aviv, Israel stock, looks like. Was the other one the Israeli stock as well, CRNC? Expands NVIDIA. Burlington, Massachusetts. So one was from the US and one is an Israeli stock. So ARBE, seen these fall so many times. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't really like these, you know, especially when they jump around like it's a company in a whole different country popping up. We'll see. We'll see, but I'm definitely not 10 toes down on this one. ARB to showcase how rich ultra high definition perception radar transforms vehicle safety and autonomy at CES 2025. Tel Aviv, Israel, January 6, 2025. Newswire, blah blah blah. Global leader in perception. Okay, let's jump down to some. At the heart of ARB's innovation is AI-powered processing of exceptionally dense, high-resolution point cloud. ARB's perception radar supports tens of thousands of detections per frame, powered by a massive MIMO or MIMO array of 48 receiving and 48 transmitting channels. Okay. Any money talk though? Anything about NVIDIA? Let's see. Collaboration with NVIDIA for advancing computing. ARB's high resolution radar. Now, the other thing is they say a collaboration with NVIDIA. Is it Nvidia investing in them, or are they using some of Nvidia's equipment? Because anybody can buy a computer, a GPU, whatever. So that's what we want to see. Is Nvidia actually, touching them? Or is it like we're just using Nvidia's products? Integrates NVIDIA Drive AGX in vehicle computing platform. Okay. Revolutionized radar-based free space mapping. NVIDIA's high-performance processor, optimized for AI-driven capabilities. Enables advanced hands-free driving and real-time safety applications. The combined technologies redefine vehicle perception and decision making, paving the way for safer and smarter mobility solutions. Real-time AI-driven free space mapping. ARB radar technology provides a grand unified perception model, seamlessly integrating radar data into OEM perception systems for autonomous driving. Okay. So this offers precise mapping of drivable areas. Okay, so Tesla's been doing that as well. Identifying safe zones, detecting low ops. And again, they're in competition with Tesla. Additional perception capabilities. I would like to see the differences between this and Tesla's mapping. To schedule a demo, blah blah blah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know about this one, this ARB, whatever. I've seen the Israeli stocks kind of fall more and more than I like to. Right now, it is making a move downwards, made a high of 530s, and some days these go up and they just grind, and it's like people are not sure about them, and then they drop. So and with it being Monday too, I don't want to put my money on that one. The other one that is up is Fubo, or not Fubo, Fubo, Fubo. We got RHE up 20. So let's go ahead and dive into these. This is what I'm looking at right here. So we got this is the top volume movers of pre-market, FUBO. So let's go look into these. Wrong thing. But for right now, I'm not interested in CRNC or ARB today. Not at all. Fubo, RHE, Kit, 46%. And we'll just look at these three. FUBO. So Fubo TV press releases. Looks like 25 minutes ago, Fubo and Disney's Hulu plus live TV virtual MVPD businesses to combine. So this is a combination. Okay, so combination could do whatever. I mean, mergers and combinations really, I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. But it's almost like not really a buyout, but just a combination. I guess this would be a buyout, wouldn't it? No, this is a merger of their products. Never mind. This isn't the two businesses getting bought out. Okay. So this is a product combination. I'm not too keen on product combinations, unless it's like something like COVID, where two products are coming together to make something a lot better. Maybe not, but nah. RHE. Regional health properties. Let's go look at their press releases. RHE Regional Health Properties and Sunlink Health Systems merge. This is a merger, so we got a combination and a merger. I'm not down for any of that. All right, so RHE was not good either. Let's go to Kit. Kit was a mover from last week. Kit, last news was on December 2nd. Nauticus Robotics completes Aquanaut Mark II evaluation agreement with global super major oil and gas customer, but that was on December 2nd. So kind of old news. Let's look at what Kit's charts look like. Came up from $3, had a nice little gap up here to 7, and now back to 563 with only 19 million shares. So right now, I am sitting on my hands, Not seeing anything to play with. So we'll watch. I'll watch Fubu out of the open. Not saying I'm not gonna trade it. RHE, watching that one out of the open to fail, so something new can pop up. CRNC, multiple 15-minute candles to the downside. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles to the downside there, pushing back into where it came from, pushing back under 20%. And we'll get the new calculations for these RVOLs on the open. And pretty much everything that's on the top volume movers right now is under 10 bucks. But I just don't see in the news. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Peter. Don't see any news supporting any of these moves yet. CRNC is the only one that I would think would do some type of continuation because it actually has better news, and it's you know, maybe, but it's only up 22%, so it's gonna have to compete. If we look at the volumes here, top volume mover is Fubo with 97 million. CRNC only has 10 million. So I'm like, okay, you got to compete with these monsters up here, and you're barely on the board. Now, what happens when Nvidia or Tesla or something else jumps up here? Speaking of Nvidia, since all of these are doing Nvidia callouts, let's go look at what Nvidia is doing. Nvidia, what you got? So Nvidia moved up from last week 143 up here to the 148s. And you already know on Mondays, a lot of times if we see a nice upward movement, we'll get a nice reversal before it consolidates or before it just goes higher. So we want to see what this reversal on Nvidia does, because there are a few companies saying they're in collaboration with it. And like the other day when we traded CRNC, Nvidia was on its way up with CRNC. And if it starts headed down, or the markets over here start headed down, then it may change the scope of everything. So over here, I got the NQ pulled up. It was moving up. Let me get rid of some of these lines. I just come in and redraw the different levels, but this is a lot of lines. I don't need all of these, but it is holding some of these levels, but I don't care. I want to see what it's doing on a day down to the ATR. So it is above the ATR. Point of control right now is at the 21,679. ATR is down here at the 21,500s. So I wouldn't bet against. I wouldn't bet it to dive, but yeah, just watching. Same thing with the Qs, the QQQs, the SPY. All of those are above the ATRs right now. Doesn't mean they're going to stay that way. It's how it's starting. Fubo coming on down. ARB. Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to watch Fubo, to be honest, because I don't like it. So I don't know. I mean, I don't want to tempt you guys to jump into it and it's trash and you get chopped up, right? All right. But it is hitting 100 million shares traded. The point of control on Fubo right now is down here at the 252s, where the majority of the trades happen during pre-market. ARBE threw a wick down here to the 430s, continuing downward. MBOT only up 17%. RRR hit. LAES only up 10%. See, I didn't check any of the floats on these because I really didn't like any of them, except maybe CRNC, but CRNC may have to do a little pullback after the gap up in the run from Friday. So I already know CRNC is a pretty low float, but it had a lot of high institutional traders on the on its statistics. Let me go back and check that. CRNC. Did it change or is it the same? Okay, looking like floats. Okay, so yeah, institutions are still, I guess it didn't change. This was how it was on Friday. 5% in insiders, 83% in institutions. That's why it was chopping around like a crazy house. Anyway, it's right around the point of control, which is 24 bucks right now. NQ took NQ took a little bit of a drop. Let's see if Nvidia follows this move. Nvidia. Nvidia's small little drop. Well, we got about 10 minutes to the bell. And now those top movers, Fubo, ARBE, just moving on down. Moving on down. $3.94 stopping right before that point of control. We'll see how easy it gets through there on the open. Dropping under $4, but it's still up 181%, so it's probably going to have the most eyes on it. Wait, what is this float? Whoa. Fubo, what kind of float do you have? Hold up. That kind of look nasty. All right, statistics. Float of 327 million on Fubo. Yeah, definitely not trading that. That's gonna be probably a chop factory out of this world. Look at the institutions are super heavy in this one. 37%. Yeah, Fubo's off the list. ARB, what was your float? I'm gonna go ahead and run through these floats since they looking crazy out here. I just peeked over. I was like, whoa, what's going on there? Okay, so Fubo, definitely, this one's heavy institutions again. Insiders 18%, and this is ARBE, another one that could probably get choppy. What's the other one? Anything over 20%? Kit. This one, not really heavy on either side, but up 50% with 20 million shares traded with a lower float of 5.42. So yeah, definitely not looking the best on some of these top movers, especially with that float. That float's crazy. I'm actually gonna watch Fubo to get destroyed out of the open. Still up 179%. And the only other big mover, which is RHE, is a combination. It's like a combination of product, or not combination products. I think it's a merger. RHE. And now Nvidia comes onto the screen. So Nvidia popping into the top 10 now. Let's see who it takes out. Nvidia, let's go to Nvidia. Still heading a little bit downwards. Only up 2%. But now these low float cheaper stocks are going to have to compete with the bigger names out here for attention. But good morning, everybody that is tuning in. Appreciate you guys for dropping through. I know my streams are they're just concise, consolidated, just see what's going on in the market and try not to get killed. That's all. And we push forward. Of course, it is the first month of the year. I mean, I've only taken one real trade that was a green one. The other one was green too, but it wasn't like a full size, nothing. It wasn't any kind of crazy size or anything. I did size down from last year coming into this year. I mean, same strategy, just size down and making sure that I'm following the rules, making sure that I'm getting out XYZ, cutting, taking profit, especially when I'm already up. Like Friday on CRNC, I'm up a dollar and 20 something cents in the profit. I'm gonna take that. There's no reason to be greedy. Just go ahead and snap it off and look for the next thing. But Fubo, I don't think it's gonna give that type of opportunity, especially with that high float. That's crazy. 300 something million in the float. Nah. All right. Well, Nvidia pulling back up there a little bit, but the all of the NQ, QQQs, and the SPY doing the same move towards the downside. This is the NQ, QQs, and the SPY. ARBE continues to look like it wants to break more lows. MBOT. Seven minutes to the open. LAES coming on down as well. Back to 7% up. SCS. Yeah. As Donnell would say, he would say lame scans. You know, lame scans in the small cap world. The things that are up are super high float, super dangerous, probably gonna be a chow factory, and then the things that are, they're just going. Then you got things that are just going sideways, even with low floats. Good morning, Donnell. About 6 minutes to the bell. So NQ took quite a bit of a test down here at this level, and this was a secondary reaction. So let's see where this actually opened. So this session opened up here, it ripped up here, came down, reacted to the 21,640, then it had a second reaction to 21,640. So what happens if this level fails is the question. 21,640. Is it going to start getting on back down here to the 21,500s, or is it going to react again and start pulling back up? We got a questionable level here. Let's zoom back and see where that actually meets up with anything else. Not really seeing much back here, going too far back. But questionable level there on NQ. Less than 3 minutes. We're gonna see these ATRs. I'll go through them and we'll look through the ATRs. And like I said, as of now, I just don't see anything I want to jump onto. I'm probably just gonna go and do some actual work and chill out. Chill out. $402s, just kind of struggling right there. No trade on Fubo. And I'm gonna put this over here on my, so no trade on Fubo, no trade on ARBE. But these other ones I don't really know about, MBOT and some of these other ones that was kind of looking dry and dead, but definitely not Fubo or ARBE. Let me go look at MBOT and see what's going on over there. Microbat Medical releases for an hour ago. Microbat Medical announces 7 million registered direct offering priced at the market under NASDAQ rules. I wouldn't say a no trade, but you know, definitely not the most. Let's stick out. You know, it's up 29%. Has a float of MBOT Micro Medical. Float. No float. Oh, there it is. It's like, what? This is the right one, right? Yeah, MBOT. Okay, the float is 16.26 million. Not really heavy on the insiders, a little bit heavier on the institutions. Another one of those that could do something, maybe, but more interesting. It's more interesting than FOBO and the other one. So I keep it on watch. RRR not looking great. KIT not looking great. SE or LEAS. Don't really like it. Okay. Slightly open. I will start going down the list and we'll see what these RVOLs are looking like and all that good stuff. Actually, first we'll jump over to the RVOLs. So RVOL is about to calculate here on the open. There's the open. We have our new RVOLs. This one's up 500 relative volume. They're starting to move, starting to pop in here now. Calculate, calculate, calculate. Cool, cool. All right. So we also have our ATRs. So we'll go down the list of those. FUBO. This ATR high here. It is not going towards it. 431 was ATR high, but that was a no trader. ARBE ATR high at the 487s, but it's not going towards it. MBOT was one that was looking a little bit more interesting if it'll come up. Come on, MBOT. Stop playing. Wow. Trash. All right, let me go to RR. That'll come up, though. Come on, MBOT. Stop playing. Everything else popping in. All right, KIT. ATR high of 649. Not going towards it. NVIDIA ATR high of 149.11. The NQ and all of that good stuff is headed up right now. And we've seen this before. It'll head up a little bit, but this was the questionable point right here of that 21,640. See what kind of reaction happens if it starts to hold this. Maybe interesting. Where was I? MBOT still not coming up and going under 20%. RRR higher float. KIT, NVIDIA, LAES coming up here, but only up 13% with 19 million shares traded on a higher float. Not looking the best. CRNC. Wow, TOS is moving a little bit slower because this does not look like CRNC's chart. It's at $25, but I'm seeing this at 2. So it's a little bit of lag this morning. CRNC above the ATRs there. ATR of 2467. I usually look for a pullback. But for something that has already gapped, this move is, it's definitely happened. Sometimes I kind of like to see it play above the ATRs before trying to do anything. The highs up here are 2591. And the NQ and all of that good stuff is going up right now. but I don't know how much further this thing can move from 18 to 26. And yeah, I need to see a pullback on that one before I do anything with it. Boy, MBOT is just acting a fool out here. It will not show up. What is going on with MBOT? That's crazy. The lag on that one's it's up to 30% right now. It's moving towards $3, but it won't come up. Everything else just pops right in. ARBE. Oh, ARBE tested the ATR high. Found a little brick wall there. MBOT. So trash. RRR tested ATR high. Brick wall. NVIDIA right now at ATR highs. Did not yet show that it ran into a brick wall, but showing a little bit of struggle there. Kit. This is crazy, man. Come on, TOS. It's only Monday morning. You got to wake up. TRNC blasting up there above the highs. Still no pullbacks. First candle moving from 23 up to 27. Is it halted? Okay, no, it's not halted. All right, can it hold above the 2484s is the ATR high right now. Still have not had a chance to look at MBOT. Up 33% and moving. Okay, there it is. All right, MBOT ATR highs up here at 310. So it's got a little bit of work to do. It's got to get up here and kind of hold because it's already in a nice little downtrend. Look there. NVIDIA ran into that ATR high. Now showing a little bit of something going on here, but this candle has not closed yet, so we can't just be like, oh man, it just ran into a brick wall. Gotta wait. These are 15-minute candles I'm looking at. RRR came up there, failed ATR high there. Kit has not tested. LAES tested, came back down. Says, okay. Come on now, give me some trade. Okay, there we go. So hit a high of 2750 on CRNC, but its goal is to hold up this 2484 after a pullback. Lucid. Okay. Well, if you guys are seeing anything else, definitely let me know. Right now, I'm not seeing much. Except for RE, what is this? RHE. This was that combination, whatever. What was it? Combination RHE. What was your news again, buddy? Press releases. Oh, this is a merger. So nope. Put that on the no trade. RHE. That ain't gonna work for me. MBOT never did make it to ATR highs. NVIDIA holding up those ATR highs, but everything QQQs, well, SPY especially failed ATR highs. Let's look at the SPY real quick. That's the one that got up there and hit his head real hard right here. So SPY came up here, got a nice move down. So I'm wondering, are the QQQs going to and the NQ going to be coming down, because the SPY is the first one showing failure. NQs and QQQs are still pushing up though. So I think NQs and QQQs have a little bit more weight than the SPY for me, just for me. Let's go look at the NQQ as the SPY comes back up there. That's the wrong ticker. NQ. So came down, touched this, and now moving on up. Go back over here to CRNC with a volume of 18 million. Yep, and it's coming on back down towards this ATR high a little bit, 2481. If it goes below that, I'm just like, yep, you can have it. NVIDIA again fell in the ATR highs. Came up here again, but still has not closed the 15-minute candle. I don't like the setup on RR. Relative volume is kind of low, and this is what the relative volume is looking like right now. So Fubo, 13 times its relative volume, but we already know that that float is massive. ARBE, 123 times, but we already know that that stock is probably not going to be the one. And I'm only looking for low floats for relative volume. MBOT, 40. That's what I was kind of looking at. I was like, so 40 times its relative volume, 29%. Maybe it'll be something there, but we haven't seen that yet. RRR, only 3 times its regular volume, so not super impressive. KIT, 6 times. And then CRNC 3 times. So I really like to look at those high relative volumes and see why they're abnormal, But yeah, Fubo going on down. ARBE continuing down. NVIDIA continuing to play around that level, holding up those ATR highs. So yeah, I just haven't found anything to be like, oh yeah, that's the thing I'm going to trade today. Nah. All right, CRNC came all the way back down to ATR highs here. Let's see if it actually gets under there. Oh, it's 840. All right, well, anyway, CRNC was the one with news from last week, has the ATR high here at 2481. It has not done a pullback yet, and we don't know how much of a pullback it can do. Broke out of here from 2470s all the way up here to 2750s. What's the probability of it getting all the way back up there on a Monday morning? I don't know, but it's pulling on back here, and this is the first 15-minute candle, about to close in 5 minutes, but I got to get to my morning meeting. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I will be I'll let you guys know if I see anything else, but for right now, yeah, not really seeing anything I want to put my heart, soul, and hard-earned money into. I do see something new popping on, GFAI, $3.38.40. I don't know what's going on with it. I will look at it real quick before I get off of here. GFAI. Guard Force AI company. Last news was on December 4th, so that's old news. And the news on that day was collaboration. So nothing there. Nothing there. Let's look at Guard Force over here. GFAI. Oops, I think I pressed the wrong one. Are you serious? GFAI. I gotta get off of here, bro. Come on. Oh my gosh, just bring me up the quote. Guard Force. Boy. All right, guard force. Let's go to your statistics. Float of 8.36 million insiders. Now, this is the only one that I've seen today that has insider holdings, but the news is old. Maybe it'll do something. I don't know. You might just have to be quick on today. Insiders 15% with very little institutions in there with 8.36 million in the float on GFAI. And like I said, I like to look at those. I like to see a pullback on the relative volume for this one. It is 16 times its normal. It is up 77%. But, I got to get off of here. I'll come back and look at it. Maybe it'll do a pullback and hold its ATR highs of $3 here. 302s is ATR high. But anyway, I'm gonna get on off of here. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, that is where we continue conversations about the trading day and what's going on and where we're kind of focused on, if focus shifts and all of that good stuff. It is free. You can join in there. It got dropped into the chat. It should be towards the top, but it should actually be in there multiple times. But yeah, Donnell, you got into RHE, 100 shares, got out. Nice. What happened to it? Did it crash out? Oh yeah, it did crash out. Yeah, that was one. That was on. Look what I had it labeled as. No trade. No trade. I already knew that thing was gonna get cakey. All right, but anyway, I gotta jump off here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in once again. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.